harass a bit, and
like
but I'm not
supply
sure.
blocked. But
Yeah, he is.
interesting, he does have Bane, so those Hellions are gonna be in trouble. He needs to retreat and pull up. Oh, he does let those in, but oh wow.
Oh, wow.
It looks like he isn't walled off.
He didn't
Bad
raise
play
that
for the
supply
Terran
depot.
player. He needs to surround those lings. And let's go ahead and check the production tab. We do have another 18 lings ready to pop in. But basically, it looks like that there isn't a wall off right here. Did you guys see that? He did misplace his supply depot. And now he is going to put it.
It was not. It was lowered.
No. It wasn't actually put in the right position. It is now though. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is now placed in the better position, but I did see that the supply depot is placed in the wrong position. And we do see 3 Hellions coming up to harass, but he's going to encounter those spine crawlers together with some Marines. And we do see a lot of lings, and he looks like he is going to run through. The Terran player needs to pull up.
Once he saw them spines, he just needed to pull back. And there's lings in the base, and
Banelings coming on the way.
This is just not looking good at all.
Terran player is going to have to probably turn around.
Yeah, he did not raise that supply depot, so those banelings will just roll right in, and this may be GG.
Yeah, absolutely. He is bringing out those Banes. Oh, worker count obliterated. 24 workers gone. So, I don't know. It looks like this is going to be GG. He does lift, but he's not going to really play that much damage. And that splash effect, they're not going to be really. It's going to be really effective for Hellions. So we'll see probably a GG at this point. A lot of more lings coming up on the way right now. And
yep, this is a 2 base versus a no base.
He really needs to drop these mules and just.
He does have those Hellions placed in an interesting spot. Wow, it looks like that Hellion has only 2 HP on it. Do you see that?
Yep. Hero Hellion. He did actually try to snipe that, but his ling was killed before it could.
Oh, yeah. So it looks like that Hellion is only 1 wheel left out of all of its remaining structure. And he does have enough minerals to push out a small defense, so I'm interested in seeing what he's going to actually do. Oh, he is going to try and wall off.
Right now.
He's going to wall off as much as possible. Those Banelings do break through. Oh, this is not looking good. He needs to move that. That Baneling is still there.
Target
that
Baneling.
And the Marauder does absorb the Baneling, so very well played, and he needs to wall off right now. There's a giant gap right here. And there he goes. He is going to go for a wall, but will he be able to drop in time? Oh, no. Damn. Terran player is not going to be able to handle this very well. He does have Hellions, though, so that Marauder will be screwed, but these Hellions probably can't handle with proper micro. Now, we should see a drop now with that factory. If he does not drop it now, this could be bad. And I don't know if that's going to complete wall off, but we will see in a few seconds. This is desperation for Terran player. I mean, the Zerg player is committing to his harassment.
It is not a wall.
And it is not a wall, so Terran player is not doing really good right now. And he does take off that Hellion, and he does throw the GG. And wow, look at those Banelings. My God.
Well played by the Zerg.
Yeah,
Baneling busting and making it
when to
work.
harass. He had a good intuition. He's like, okay, so he's going to push out with Hellions, which means right now he does not have that much of a bio ball. And which also includes he is not going for Medivacs, so he's going to go ahead and Bane up just to harass and damage as many units as possible. So it looks like Avicide is ready for his second match, hopefully, against Love to Lose. This is a match of yesterday's tournament. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
So wow, this should be a good game.
Absolutely.
And go ahead and invite Gravity Cat.
Why? Wait, where are we going?
We are going to watch this next match.
Who is it?
It is actually the finals match for the last game. The finals match for the last tournament, which was yesterday. Go ahead and advance. I'm toxic. Avicide is going to be playing against Cash Money, so this will be one of the main matches of the game. They are both great players. They made it to finals last time, and I'm surprised they were put against each other so early on in the game. It looks like Outside says
2-2.
Yeah, it looks like Outside does say, my old friend seems we are destined to face my homie cat, and then love to lose. It is going to ... Hey, Gravity Cat does. You to respond with a heart. Everybody loves Gravity Cat. What's up with that?
I don't know.
They obviously don't know me.
And they obviously know me, but just don't like me, so... Oh, it looks like Love to Lose does right. Has not warmed up yet, so...
Good news for Evaside, I suppose.
With Evaside, we do see the seat will be warmed, hopefully. I don't know. This is going to be a great game. Protoss versus Zerg. I'm really considering switching to Zerg right now because even though Zerg is OP, I just love how you can fungal with those infestors, and the only problem is you have to stay really on top of those spawn larvae.
Larva, bro.
Larvae.
We are not France.
It's larva because larva is singular, larvae is plural.
I call it larvas, bro.
Well, I'm sorry, your grammar is very incomparable.
You're half Asian, dang it. You don't know your proper English.
Okay.
You call it funner too, don't you?
Yeah, this game is going to be funner than the last game. Uh-oh, looks like Outside does say this game is dedicated to Kitty Cat, so we do have a shout-out for Gravity Cat.
Oh, well, my cheeks are red.
Looks like Gravity Cat is enjoying this, and oh my god, I'm telling you, Outside should see your profile picture on Facebook, which is really ridiculous. Nuclear launch detected. I really like that profile picture.
Oh, thank you very much. That was pretty funny.
Alright, let's go ahead and see what's going on with the Zerg player. Just spitting out drones so far. You guys want to take over for now?
Yeah, sure. It looks like the Zerg player will be going with a 14 hatch, trying to micro that drone out of the way so that that probe does not see it. Probe will be oblivious to that fact, and will start to make a way for the natural to see if there is one already down, or possibly deny this drone from, well, what he thinks is a fast expand. But nope, he does see the next hatchery, and, well, that's bad news for him.
You actually see that hatchery. The Protoss actually went Nexus first, so
yeah,
kind
absolutely.
of a dangerous play by him.
Yep, very dangerous, but he does see that the Zerg will not be getting any harassment early on out, so possibly a very productive move for him. Definitely macro-based, at least.
Oh, yeah.
We see a spawning pool going down for the Zerg. No gas yet, which is a good move.
We are back. Sorry about that. I just had to go get something to drink.
Then you see the drone going out to take a quick third right now.
Absolutely. Looks like he is going to drop that third right there. Is that just a natural third expansion for these Zerg players? Because I would have thought it was right here. Let me see if I can ping it. Right here.
Yep, that is definitely, that where you pinged is not the preferred position. Mainly because the Protoss player or the Terran player can actually just put their units right here when they push out right here. Anyway, do you see the area in between these watchtower and the ridge on the red side?
I do.
Right about, yep, they can just position their army right there, and they will take much less damage from the Zerg, and they'll be able to take that hatchery out with much ease. Yeah, so that's really the preferred position to place the hatchery up at the top right as a third.
Well, I could definitely see if he was playing PvT and you put tanks set up in siege mode, that would be disastrous for that hatchery.
Absolutely, but with a couple of Colossi, he can definitely snipe any hatchery in that position. So,
very true, very true. So we do see that fast forge expand right now for the Protoss player, and there is a cybernetics core on its way up, which can be sniped in that position. I wouldn't have actually placed it there. I would just drop another gateway at that point instead of that, and after I picked up my cybernetics core.
See, like, the reason they did that is because of the fact that right about this time is whenever that, like that first wave of Zerglings could be coming in. So if you wait to put a gateway there, then there's this giant hole.
Not to mention the sneaky Protoss player who does have his probe right on top in the high ground of the 3rd expansion, so he might get some harassment later on in the game.
Yeah, he might be doing the exact same thing that you did to me in our practice matches.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. He did spank you with that. He placed a pylon there and he dropped. It was okay though. I mean, there's not much to do at this point if you don't see it. So.
Right. If few Zealots get in there, then the Zerg player will be at a very high or major disadvantage. He does not have a Roach worn out yet. He needs to put that down to deal with any harassment that will soon come.
Oh, absolutely. So it does look like we finally do almost have saturation for our natural for the Protoss player and a full-on saturation for our main. So he goes ahead and drops 4 gateways and a robotics facility. So we should see some gas-heavy production units here, maybe, if he does go for no units so far. He's not. I don't see a Zealot up, so.
Zealot's on the watchtower.
Oh, the Zealot is on the watchtower, but like nothing to stop these Lings from actually walking into his base. So if the Zerg player did have Speedlings right now, ooh, that would not be good.
No, it would not. We might see a warp in as soon as these gateways are turned into warp gates on that high ridge for the Zerg's 3rd.
Yeah, actually, I was going to ask you, so what do you think, Gravity? So when you do go in a macro play with the Zerg, whether you're Terran or Protoss, is it better to kill the expansions earlier in the game or wait until the Zerg player is running on other bases, not running on other bases, is about to saturate his natural and his main and still has his 3rd up? So what do you think? Would you have attacked later if you were Protoss, or would you have gone ahead and gone as you did now?
I would have waited for 2 warp cycles. Basically now you're just seeing a standard defend from the Zerg. It's much easier with only 1 warp cycle, and it would have been way more effective. The element of surprise would have been there, and it would have been backed up by the forces that the Protoss player would have pushed
exactly,
forward.
And I actually would have put a pylon in the back of that base where he had his proxy there, just to make sure so he could fool him again. You know, it's always good to be a step ahead. And I've seen actually Polt try it. Polt has done as well as what WorkU has done, where he does go for an extra additional pylons to fool. So if he does take out that pylon, I'll be like, okay, problem solved. But there will be another pylon for another warp in, and the Zerg player will be scratching his head.
Exactly, and the Zerg player would again be caught off guard.
Absolutely, yeah, very off guard. I'll be right back, guys. Got to deal with one thing.
All right. Does look like the Zerg player is transitioning into a Roach-based build. He is spreading his creep very nicely. This will allow him map control, of course, spreading some overlords out. But the Protoss player does see this with an observer, and he will know what he is up against. He might want to get some more stalkers out, which he does.
Actually, researching Blink as well.
Yep, definitely. That's a good move by him. He needs to micro those stalkers to make them more cost efficient. Getting an Immortal out, which is definitely the preferred way to deal with roaches, and we may see a Colossus soon. There we do.
Right there it is.
Colossi. And a 3rd. Excellent play. He may be trying to move out soon, and he does. Or no, he will wait.
Oh, and that Zergling just spotted that 3rd as well, so...
Yep, now he's going to move out. He needs to take out that 3rd. You never want to get a Protoss on his 3rd without some opposition. And he needs to snipe this Immortal if it does come up. Doesn't look like he will. An engagement here from the Zerg player. This could be beneficial to him, but he needs to back off and focus on taking out that 3rd. Make more roaches. He is rallying some roaches. He has a ton of Zerglings back at his base. Not sure what he's hoping to do with those. Forcing his way inside of the 3rd. But he does see the forces from the Protoss player. He needs to snipe that Immortal. He needs to get in a position to kill those Immortals or the sentries.
Okay, guys,
sees the
there's the Colossus coming out.
Wow,
so.
We do have a first push right now. Ooh, those roaches are doing a lot of damage. Check the upgrades. The R+1 armor And Colossi
We need to
do
get
have
that
1-1.
Colossus out.
Yeah,
I
oh,
needed to
wow.
micro that Colossi.
Not good. It looks like the Colossi didn't really have nowhere to go, to be honest, because it was trapped.